Oh, hi, didn't see you there. My name is Ben Oursler, and I will be the MC for my own exit interview today. I'll be leaving on Sunday. So without further ado, let's answer some questions. Last year, when you served your last Mass as sacristan, did you ever think you'd be back at serving at St. John's? Well, I definitely did not. I thought it was my last time through, and so I did it out with all the incense and all that good stuff. But it's been a great blessing to be back and living in the old St. John's convent, which I don't think anyone could have predicted. So it's been a great blessing to be with Father Michael, Father Eric, and Tim, his younger brother, and Father Michael's younger brother, Stephen Kirby, Russ, Sullivan, and Peter. So it's been a great blessing. Being so close to your pastor and associate pastor for 2.5 months has certainly been a blessing. What have you learned? There's many different things I've learned. I mean, just right off the bat, Father Eric is just a master with technology, and it's been a great blessing to see how he's able to use it in a way that benefits the parish. I know a lot of priests don't have that skill set, and he certainly had that from college and from before. I think also a great blessing has been our prayer life, and praying in community especially. We've been able to pray morning prayer and evening prayer together from the Liturgy of the Hours, and also do like a holy hour every afternoon. And amidst all the stuff that they're doing and what's going on, they're still able to make that a priority, and they're often there, the first one's there. And that's been a great witness to me of what the parish priest is supposed to be amidst all the different activities that's going on, and just the unexpected life of a priest, a parish priest especially, that's still number one priority, and that it's from that relationship and friendship with the Lord that everything else just kind of bubbles forth from. So that's been a great example. In the event, there was one seminarian who was naturally in charge? Why or why not? Well, I feel like this is a loaded question for my interviewer, but I mean, perhaps some people would call me to be kind of the type A, kind of in charge, but I prefer to do most of my work from the background. So most of the time that just means cleaning dishes. So I don't know if I'd call that in charge, but I think everyone did a really good job of contributing, and I think in this small setting where it's there's only 7 of us, so whenever we have liturgy and stuff like that, everyone's got to work together to make it happen. Where it would be normally like a huge team, so everyone kind of pitched in, I would say. The Sisters of St. Joseph prayed for you and your vocation. How did it feel to live in the convent where so many prayers were said for you for so many years? That's a really good point. Yeah, I've been so blessed. I mean, altar serving here since 5th grade. I always remember after Mass, especially maybe Mass where I didn't serve my best, or maybe I did do a good job, but I remember the sisters were always kind of giving me a compliment or giving me a thumbs up or something. I know that really meant the world to me, that I was doing a good job, and I know that many people at St. John's were praying for my vocation, whatever that might be, and I know especially they were praying for the priesthood, so I know they're probably continuing to pray for me, and so I just want to thank them for all their prayers and continued prayers. Which seminarian is the best altar server and why? Okay, that's another loaded question. Well, I mean, there's a lot of circumstances that could go on this. I mean, best altar server is a very vague kind of notion. I mean, Stephen definitely has the best voice of all of us, and so when he gets up there and does the Alleluia, I think that's the best. Although Peter has his own variations, it seems like he has like 10 different versions that he does, Cameroonian style. Russ is always loves using the incense. So I don't know. I think we each have our own kind of unique way of doing it, but we've each kind of adopted the St. John style, so to speak, and so I think that's been neat to see. If the 5 quarantine seminarians were on Survivor Island, who would be voted off first? Who would win and why? Man, these little questions just keep coming. Who would be voted off first? I haven't watched much Survivor. I would have to imagine that Russ would probably be the first to go. I think probably just because of his New York accent. I don't think we could live with that for much more. And that Shibley's accent too. That's just weird. I think Peter might be the sneaky one. He's my dark horse candidate. I think that he has some training. I think that would make him very valuable and would probably pay off in the end of being able to build friendships with different people and to be able to win. And finally, what is my next assignment? All right. Well, this summer I had the option of choosing a summer assignment and going to a parish for 8 weeks, but I decided that I wanted to stay in the area, so I'll be going back home and live with my parents and my sister, and my brother and his wife are nearby too. But I decided, potentially last summer that I'm going to have just being with my family, and I want to make sure that I spent it in a way where I ordered my priorities the right way. And I know that it's easy for me to get caught up in a lot of work, but I want to make sure that I'm spending time with them and really kind of being able to build a relationship with each of my parents and siblings, but in a very, I guess, different way now that I'm a seminarian, and making sure that I can kind of carry that forward throughout my vocational sermon. So that's a wrap, and I'm the last one to go. So thank you so much for your prayers. It's been a blessing.